Welcome back to William Patterson University Athletics podcast series. Today we'll be talking about fears of falling behind while injured and worries about re-injury on return to sport. An injury can bring more than physical challenges. Many athletes worry about falling behind, losing their edge, or getting injured again when they return to competition. In this podcast, William Patterson University student athletes share their experiences with these fears and the strategies they use to cope with them. Our goal is to help athletes understand that these concerns are common and that confidence can be rebuilt through patience, preparation, and a positive mindset.
Yeah, it's to be honest, always on my mind after 3 previous injuries of the same injury. It's always on my mind. I just have to keep being precautious, but also not think about it. I feel like the more you think about an injury happening, it's more likely to happen. Playing scared or taking a wrong step, you just have to trust the recovery, trust the rehab and everything.
It wasn't really shocking to me because when it was November, I already had a mindset of redshirting, really.
While every injury is different, the sudden realization that the season has ended and the identity built around the sport has changed can be overwhelming.
It was like a roller coaster, I'd say. I was happy because, we made the playoffs for the first time in a long time. We were doing well in the NJAC. The team environment was good, but I always wish I could help my team win and be with everybody in the wins and contribute to the team in some way.
It was really hard, honestly. There's little moments on the field or on the court where it's you can only experience that when you're playing with them. Whether in field hockey, we score a goal, we win a game, there's just good stuff happening on the field, you know? There's those little wins, and you can only experience that when you're on the field. So watching it on the side is a completely different feeling. And same thing with basketball, people are scoring, shooting threes, we're winning games, stuff like that. It's the experience is kind of something you can only have on the court. So it's hard to have that enjoyment while you're sitting on the sideline.
For these athletes, the hardest part of recovery wasn't the injury itself. It was watching from the sidelines, feeling unable to contribute, and questioning where they fit on the team.
I feel whether you're playing or you're not, the game's going to go on. People are going to take your spots. They're going to come in. They're going to play in your spot all year. So just kind of thinking oh, my team can play and they can do it without me was kind of something that I kept thinking about. Oh, my spot's been taken and they're playing and they're winning games. They can totally do this without me. I kind of felt I wasn't needed, or maybe this team is not the right team for me, or I don't need to be here necessarily.
And how did you navigate those feelings? How did you manage them?
My coaches really helped with this too. They really made me feel we want you here. We want you to be playing on our team. We want you to be a part of all of this. And so that kind of gave me the confidence back. They really do want me. They want me to get healthy, and they want me to be back playing better than ever.
When you're sitting on the bench, you're thinking you're falling behind. There's players being better than you, training every day, and meanwhile you can't do anything besides recover, wait. It's all about patient game.
So it was tough to watch your teammates kind of continue to improve and grow while you were in your own recovery process, rehab process, not keeping up with them.
Mm-hmm.
How have you worked through those thoughts? How have you managed them?
Just to remember that everything has a purpose and that I'm here for a reason, that coach trusted me for the team, and that I'll get my time soon.
Injury recovery does not end once a player is medically cleared to return to play. Fears about re-injury may persist, creating mental and physical challenges upon return to sport.
If you play you're going to get injured all of the time, you're just holding yourself back more. So I kind of set in my mind, I'm going to try and play to the best of my ability no matter what happens, because injuries happen all the time. Some of them are preventable, some of them are not. It's kind of you never really know. So just playing to my full ability all the time is something that I have to focus on.
Fear of injury goes through my head almost every practice. So I know it's probably not the best thing, but I'm still trying to improve on that because I've had so much trauma to my knee. Of course, it's always going to be in my head. So I have to keep reminding myself that my knee is as good as the person to the right and to the person to the left of me. So I just have to stay on track. You can't think about that when you're playing a game. So that's something I have to be better at.
To be honest, it's always on my mind after like 3 previous injuries of like the same injury. It's always on my mind. I just have to keep being precautious, but also not think about it. I feel like the more you think about an injury happening, it's more likely to happen. Playing scared or taking a wrong step, you just have to just trust the recovery, trust the rehab and everything.
Because sometimes the reason becomes clear only after the comeback.
Just stay positive, because being negative doesn't affect you in any way. If anything, it affects you negatively.
Right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like accepting
Yeah.
the hardness of the process
Yeah,
is a really important
You
aspect.
can't unchange the injury, you can't go back. So just trying to stay positive and remember that happened for a reason.
Just showing up to practice, just watching film, just keeping myself busy, like not trying to think too hard on it.
Okay.
So I feel like injuries taught me a lot of patience.
Although every injury journey is different, the experiences shared by these student athletes remind us that fears about falling behind or getting injured again are a normal part of recovery. With patience, support, and a positive mindset, athletes can rebuild their confidence and return to their sport stronger, both physically and mentally. Recovery may take time, but it can also be an opportunity for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Thank you for joining today's podcast on fears of falling behind while injured and overcoming worries about re-injury on return to sport. I'm Dr. Michelle Cascardi, psychology professor at William Patterson University. See you next time.